This report is detailed, it's hard-hitting, and it's fundamentally fair. The 119-page report provides a factual background gleaned from testimony from 16 witnesses over 9 public hearings. It covers a gubernatorial transition period. It details Ms. Brennan's allegation of sexual assault, Mr. Alvarez's placement at the SDA, the setting of his salary, his $30,000 raise, and finally, the report provides keen insight into Mr. Alvarez's departure from the SDA. Our report details the Murphy administration's handling of the sexual assault allegation against Mr. Alvarez, as it considered hiring him for a high-level position in state government after learning of the accusation and circumstances surrounding his exit from state government. In the report, you will find the very troubling issues that were raised during hours of testimony, including but not limited to the transition committee and the administration willfully mishandled the sexual assault allegation. No one conducted a rigorous, in-depth investigation prior to the hiring of Al. That was a disservice to Ms. Brennan and Mr. Alvarez. The system didn't fail Ms. Brennan. People failed her. Governor Murphy absolutely should have been advised of the allegation against Mr. Alvarez before he was hired and during the decision to terminate him. The decision makers as to hiring Mr. Alvarez were Pete Camarano and Jose Lozano. It's insulting to the legislature that for the Venero report to claim that the hiring of Mr. Alvarez to such a high-level position was a foregone conclusion or inevitable. The absence of written legal memorization of key decisions throughout the process by people in the administration was careless, unprofessional, and quite sloppy. Witness testimony revealed critical legal decisions that were based on fundamental misunderstanding of the law. Examples include, but are not limited to, not telling the governor about the allegation against Mr. Alvarez, not interviewing Mr. Alvarez about the allegation. After Mr. Camarano, Mr. Plotkin made the joint decision to instruct Mr. Alvarez to leave state government in March, they should have diligently followed up to make sure he left, and they should never have told Ms. Brennan he was leaving unless they made sure this promise was fulfilled. Also, the instructions to Mr. Alvarez should have been memorialized in writing. Much of the testimony in the report raises troubling issues because some of it was evasive and misleading.